Holy sh! I love Spider-Man No Way Home. Hello duty virgins, it's your boy Jordan or Snail, whatever you want to call me, and holy sh! I love Spider-Man No Way Home. I think I could safely say that I watched Spider-Man No Way Home at least 7 times, legally and illegally. Wait, why do I hear knocking on my door? Oh my god! Holy sh! What the f- I need to run! Okay. I think I lost the cops. Anyway, after running away from the cops, I'm gonna be completely honest, not that many movies make me rewatch it over and over again. Okay, maybe there's a few movies I can do that, but there's something about Spider-Man movies where I just sit down and watch the entire movie over and over again, and that's what Spider-Man No Way Home did for me. This movie did what previous Spider-Man Home Trilogy movies did, but better. One instance of how No Way Home did a better job than the other 2 movies is Peter has consequences. Peter's actions in No Way Home always leads to consequence. A few examples of Peter's actions leading to consequence is when he tries to get Ned and MJ into college with the help of Doctor Strange casting a spell, making everyone forget who Spider-Man is, which causes to unleash Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Lizard, Electro, and Sandman from both Tobey's world and Andrew's world. Another example of Peter having consequence is when he tries to cure the villains of their powers, which in turn gets Aunt May killed in the process. And one final consequence of Peter is making that hard decision of making everyone forget who he is entirely, choosing to leave Ned and MJ out of his life. Another good job that I really liked about Spider-Man No Way Home was I really liked how after 2 movies we finally get
with great power comes great responsibility,
and how much of an impact it leaves on Peter. A third thing that I really liked about Spider-Man No Way Home was how we got to see all these villains that we all grew up with get pushed into one big old movie just for everyone to cheer to see them on the big screen one last time. Fourth thing I really super love about this movie is how Tom's, Andrew's, and Tobey's interactions with one another, Spider-Man / Peter Parker, felt so real. It didn't feel scripted. It was pure Spider-Man goodness, if that makes any sense. One final thing that I really liked about Spider-Man No Way Home was I really liked how we got to see Tobey and Andrew return back in their respective roles, playing their respective Spider-Mans, and how Andrew's Peter finally redeems himself by saving Tom's MJ, unlike how he failed to save Gwen by cracking her back, if you know what I mean.
Emotional, damn it!
But just like everything except the chocolate that Hispanic families use when their kids acting up in the store, there are some flaws to Spider-Man No Way Home, which is the wasted potential of Aunt May. I'm gonna be honest, Aunt May before No Way Home was really wasted, and all I saw her was the sexy aunt that you would draw over if you actually saw them at your friend's house. That all changed when No Way Home came out. This Aunt May is the one to convince Peter to try and cure the villains instead of just sending them back home, and the one to give Peter that
great power comes great responsibility.
And I really feel like that fixed the character of Aunt May in this trilogy, if they didn't decide to kill her a second later. Listen. I know in order for Peter to grow as a character, he had to go through a tragedy event in order to fully become that Spider-Man that we crave. But that's also where Ben kind of played for the character of Peter Parker. But obviously Marvel or Sony, kind of wants to take a different route, obviously, with Aunt May being that substitution for Uncle Ben. Does this ruin my experience of Spider-Man No Way Home? No, it really doesn't. So after ranting about some of the flaws of Spider-Man No Way Home that I think that are flaws, let's talk about the future of MCU Spider-Man and what I would like to see for the next installment, actually. Number 1 thing I will want to see in this trilogy are obviously the villains, because, every Spider-Man movie needs a villain. Which, in my opinion, the villains in the Cause trilogy should be Wilson Fisk, Mr. Negative, Scorpion, the Chameleon, Venom, and Kraven. Hey, yeah, sorry to stop the video right here. Okay, a few things real quick. The footage you're seeing right now was filmed before Kraven was announced, and which characters were going to be in it. And yeah, kind of looking back at it, it's really a bad idea, but you know, whatever, it's my video. Also, this video took 5 months to edit, so if you really like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. That would greatly support me. Number 2, I would like to see the Venom symbiote attach onto Peter for maybe the first 2 movies of the college trilogy, and have Peter remove the suit by the end of the said second college trilogy movie. And most, but finally, make Sam Raimi's and 4 and Tasm 3. Okay, bye.